हाँ रूपक बोलना. अच्छा आपसे. हाँ हाँ आ रहा no. What's up people, this is 12:20 p.m. on the afternoon and we're going for the birthday treat and I'm wearing actually a sweater, like it's cold. It is cold. Yeah, I am wearing a sweatshirt, like that's a first. Hey, what's up, guys? This is almost 10 o'clock. This is 9:36, and the lunch went very well. After which Rahul came and I taught him some editing, and I showed him around Final Cut and everything. And he edited quite a few videos. I'm gonna review them now before I start exporting them. And I ordered again pizza for dinner. Pizza for dinner. I know I was supposed to cook at home. Yup, that never happened. Really, did it? Also, if you're wondering what is that noise in the background, there's some wedding, some event that is happening down there. India can be loud and obnoxious at times. So the situation is such that this is 12, 25, 26, 27, 12:30ish at night, and tomorrow by 12 afternoon, Rupak wants the course live. He wants a lot of things. You know what do I want? I want to be the president of fucking the United States. No offense, but it's just a tad bit of, unrealistic expectation. But that's okay. Now I and Ashish have become good at delivering at his unrealistic expectations. Like, we are such amazing people, so hardworking. There's just nothing unrealistic enough that he can give us. Most of the course is actually done when you look at this. Like, small two changes in two videos that I need to make. Just change the shade of the blue that I've used. There's a couple of videos which are missing, which are like literally missing. There is a small edit that Ashish has suggested me in one video. That's something I have to merge these two videos. Other than that, it's all good and sound and sexy. So we're getting to it. I'm editing right now. It's gonna be another. I slept really late last night and I woke up relatively early, so I'm not well slept. But I wanted to sleep early tonight, but that's not gonna happen. But then he wants to shoot tomorrow afternoon, and I'm gonna put my phone on silent and I'm gonna sleep. And I'm gonna be like, "Fuck you, Rupak. If you're watching this, you know what happened." No, no, no. I'm anyways gonna wake up at my regular 12:30, 1 o'clock-ish timing. So I'm gonna just text him right now. Hey, I'm editing till late night, so don't expect us to shoot before that time. Hey, what's up people? This is 2:10 a.m. and I'm done editing the whole course. It is exporting right now. It's gonna take quite some time. Sorry, I'm exporting it. I'm exporting it in all the resolutions and all the codecs, everything that is needed for the course. There is something wrong with compressor, but that happens quite more often than I would want it to do that. Anyhow, now that it is exporting and it is gonna take some time, I'm guessing at least 2-3 hours. And I want to actually set it up on upload before I go to sleep so that when Ashish wakes up tomorrow morning, he already has these videos, he already has the course that he can start uploading to the website. I'm just checking how hot the hard disk is getting. Anyhow, so while I was waiting for it to export, I of course wanted to edit my vlog and everything. In the meanwhile, I was checking out some videos on YouTube and I was watching the Jellyfish by Lumaforge video of iJustine. I really like the Jellyfish by Lumaforge. I like the concept of it. For right now, we have got these WD hard disks. I've got these WD hard disks, this is a 1 TB drive. I have one of those which is connected. This is like the dedicated one that has a Final Cut library. This is actually a transfer disk. Like if you read on this reads transfer disk, but the idea is that once I'm done making a course or something, I give it to Rupak, or some done editing videos, if there's a lot of videos, I give those final videos to the client using this hard disk. That is why it's a transfer disk. There is also a transfer pen drive I have that is 32 GBs. Sometimes 32 GBs is enough, sometimes it's not. In case if it's not enough, I have this. Now, as you saw, Rahul has joined the team. Before that, there was Abhishek. Before that, there was Nikhil. my next goal is to grow my team, my production team, which means that I will be able to take on board more clients, work on more projects simultaneously, and not be like choked like I am right now. Like I am so freaking choked right now. Like honestly, I better be editing more videos right freaking now. Uh, there's just a lot of videos to be edited. And I think it all boils down to not having enough team members. Like past a week or two, I have been doing the editing alone. Past I think a week, I've been doing the editing alone. Puts a lot of a strain on one man, any one man, and me especially, because I have to make sure that I'm going out and I'm meeting more people and I'm going to meetups, so that I can spread the name and I can get more clients. And I can meet the more people. I personally believe the more people you meet, the more clients you can get. That is why I'm looking into expanding the team, which also means I'll need an office space or something. But right now, if it's just 2 people, it is okay. The thing is that my plan was, I have this Lassie Porsche design hard disk, this one that I bought on my birthday this year. This is a 2 terabyte drive. This is supposed to be the long-term archive for all the Final Cut projects that we work on. The reason being, there are times when a client just changes the logo, or he after some time wants to change a small thing, again like logo or background music or the color of the green screen or something, because something or other at their place has changed. If I do not have the Final Cut library of it, going back and doing something as small as changing the background music or changing the logo in the bottom corner could be a real pain in the ass. But that is where this hard disk comes in, the long-term archive. If I have the Final Cut library with me, it is a piece of cake. It becomes a piece of cake. Of course, you have to spend on these drives, but then you can always recover that money from clients, not just one client, but like from various clients. But if you do not have that, then there's just no way out. Either you just straight up refuse your client, or you go back, you pick up all the raw videos, which do sit on Ruskin, by the way. So you pick up all those raw videos and you re-edit everything, which could be a supreme pain in the ass, like a much bigger, much more troublesome process than investing on hard disks. So the plan was that this Porsche design mechanical hard drive, yes, a mechanical hard drive is always slow, but Lassie Porsche design, this is though my first Lassie drive, but I've heard from my other photographer friends that Lassies are very rugged, very durable. So I thought this could be like a good long-term archive where I put a clip on this and I put the library files on this and I don't have to worry about it. And then I could buy eventually, like I was using this one black hard disk that you just saw, and then I could eventually buy external SSDs for editing. Turns out, I knew that external SSDs were expensive, but turns out they are really expensive. I haven't been able to buy any in the past 1.5 months since I made this plan. And so even like LumaForge is expensive. LumaForge is interesting, but it is way more expensive than buying external SSDs. This is just some geeking out right now, but if we could buy external SSDs, there could be like one SSD that has a certain course which is being worked upon, a certain e-course which is being worked upon. Once that is done, the course has been published, it is moved to this archive drive, and then a new course takes its place on the SSD. The same goes, there will be another SSD which has, let's say, Alankar social media videos, or those videos that I shoot with Urvashi. Some of them could have these vlogs. Every month or two, I could move the vlogs library into a folder on this, which would be slow, like copying 200, 300 GBs. Of course, takes time, but it is okay. I can do that overnight while I'm sleeping. That is my plan for expanding the team as of now. Eventually, if we grow big enough, fast enough, and make enough profits, I might look into the Jellyfish by LumaForge, because it don't get me wrong, it is really luring and it is really a great idea, and it's really expensive. What's up, people? This is 2:32 a.m. and the name of my podcast, I had to change it to "It's Okay to Mess Up." For those few who heard the podcast
very early when it came out. The episode when it very early came out, you might remember it was called "It Is Okay to Fuck Up." In fact, that is what I'm going to call it in the podcast. The shit show is that iTunes would not, approve your podcast, wouldn't let you list your podcast on their site if you have any sort of profanity in your name, in the description of your podcast, which is weird. Like, you guys are Apple, right? Like, your founder was Steve Jobs. Like, come on. Like, he used to call people either God or shitbricks. What is wrong with you? Like, I thought you were the company, you were the people who understood intent over the words that were being used. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Apple? Like, I'm a huge Apple fan, but don't get me wrong, but this is like one time when they have seriously got me pissed. And I have turned on, by the way, the age restriction on my podcast. Like, it's about to export the first video. This is gonna be painstakingly slow. I think I'm just gonna go and hit the bed and watch Grand Tour. I haven't seen this week's episode of Grand Tour, so maybe I'll go and do that, come back after an hour. But if you see, this is the first video which is about to get exported. Like, if you see, this much is left, this much is done, and this took 32 minutes 41 seconds. A Grand Tour episode on an average is somewhere around 1 hour 50 minutes to 1 hour. In 1 hour, just two more such videos would have been done. This is gonna be slow. I wish it would have done exporting by the time I went to bed, so that when I went to bed I would set it up for uploading. Uh, I don't like to call myself a techie because I'm not a techie, but I have a fairly good understanding of tech and how stuff works and how computers work. So who the fuck is driving a tuk-tuk at 2:35 a.m.? So this is what I want. Okay, if anyone can do this, anyone knows how this can be done, has got any leads, leave it down in the comments below. What I want to do is I want to have a script, a software, something that the moment it knows that compressor is done exporting. Let's say this is the main export. These are all the videos in it. So, and of course there's like sub videos. Like, if you go for course introduction, there's like 3 videos in there. So once all the videos are done exporting, it knows, of course, where it is exporting, like the destination folder. So once it's done exporting, it starts uploading to a predetermined destination, let's say on a Google Drive or on Dropbox or something. Of course, I'll have to log in into those. Like, I don't know how that can be done. Like, I want to automate this process, like, so that I do not have to stay up. There's not much I need to do here. Like, it will export itself. There's nothing I can do to make it faster. Maybe if I'm Linus and I try to liquid cool it, but I'm definitely not doing that. And there is nothing I need to do to upload it. I just click on upload poop and it starts doing that. So somebody let me know in the comments below if you know some way, somehow, if I can automate this process so that I do not have to stay up and just literally watch paint dry. Like, this is shit show. Like, this is really a bad use of time. So if there is a method to do that, if you know something, please let me know. This is a severe pain in my ass, and if I could automate this, it would really make my life much better. Anyways, I'll go to the bed and I'll start watching the Grand Tour, because I like Jeremy Clarkson. I like Richard Hammond too. Okay, that sounds gay. I'll cut that part. Anyways, guys, there is actually something I want to talk about. I was listening to my man Gary Vaynerchuk. I'm a huge fan of this guy, as if that was a secret. See, this is no secret that I'm struggling. And this vlog that you see, it is no glorified version of how to become an entrepreneur in video production field. This is my genuine struggle day to day. It's not as easy as it would seem, and don't get me wrong, I am all motivated and pumped and I want to work hard, but there's just some days, there's some times when you just sit and you think like, don't get me wrong, again, I'm not feeling low or something. It's just me introspecting, and it's like, how am I ever gonna get there? This is like, as my friend Abhishek always says, that if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. You're not dreaming big enough. This is definitely a big dream. Like, this is definitely scary. Like, how in the name of everything that is good under God's blue heaven am I gonna get there? This is scary. Like I have this Mac Mini. Like this takes like forever to export videos. Like there's just so many bottlenecks. There's just so many things I'm hold on by. I can't afford a DSLR. Isn't that funny enough? Already I have a Mac that is like molasses slow and it takes forever to export videos. Like this is gonna take the whole freaking night. And I'm gonna stay up waiting for it to export so that I can start uploading. How am I ever gonna get there? With hard work, hustle, and by not giving up, I guess. There's sometimes when I just sit and I think about this, like, whoa, how am I gonna get there? This is tough, but I think I can pull this through. I've been pulling this through so far, like it's been going good, right? So yeah, there's no reason to doubt why it would not go good. I was just thinking about things how I can get more clients, can get newer clients, I can, you know, this is important. Getting new clients, more clients, making new contacts. It is important. Building a personal brand is something that I'm taking very seriously these days. That is one of the reasons why this vlog is happening. That is the reason why the podcast is starting. And that is the reason why the YouTube thing started, where I started teaching about how to make videos. Yeah, just wanted to talk this through. Just wanted to talk this out, get it out of me. By the way, I just want to thank this camera, the Sony WX220. If it dies, I'll be fucked. Just please don't die on me. I really want to thank this camera for actually putting up with me through all of this. Our first e-course, the one that I and Rupak made Listen to Understand. You can go on the website. It is learnaur.com, learnaur.com, and you can see the course. You can buy the course. It is fairly affordable. That was shot on this camera. This camera is a nightmare to shoot anything serious with. Trust me. There's a reason why you see so many cuts in this vlog. This camera, that course was a nightmare, but still we pulled it through, and this camera pulled it through. And just please don't die on me. I don't have any other device to vlog with. Like vlogging with the phone would suck. I sometimes really feel that our devices, like this camera that I was saying, thanks and don't die on me. These devices, they play a lot bigger role than we in our lives and in our success than we give them credit for. And more than that, we give the credit of it to the makers, the people who made them, as in not the factory workers, but as in the people who came up with the concept of a digital camera and of a phone, of a smartphone, of an iPhone, and all of these things. They do truly touch lives in ways that I'm sure nobody thought of. Like I'm sure the guy who invented the digital camera never thought that there would be some guy called Yash Atishay using one to make something called vlogs. This Mac, like today is like very cold. Okay, this Mac Mini, it gets like really hot, especially when I turn off the fan, because like today I don't need the fan, it's cold. And mostly when I'm vlogging, I try to turn off the fan because that would fuck up with the audio. This Mac Mini, it gets like severely hot. You can touch this and you feel it's hot. Like you touch this and it's not lukewarm. This is hot. Like the whole body, the whole body is a huge heat sink, and there's exhaust on the back, which is like I could feel hot air till here. Like this part of the table here is hot. That's how much hot air it pushes out. This, don't get me wrong, though this is not a very powerful Mac, but it packs a serious punch for its size. This is really an amazing device.